Dzień dobry, dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Jak tam?
A bardzo dobrze.
You can ask me and say Atie.
A ty?
Co
Elegancko.
That's Polish food.
That's Polish, yeah. So I want to ask.
Mosquitoes are small, but these ones in Europe, they are
How are they,
very,
bro?
very,
How are they?
they are very, very big, right? It's like during the winter they go to gym, right?
You know.
And take some steroids.
Some steroids.
They are very. It's a large mosquito, right? You need to take it to the salon. It's the fray, right? Yeah. But.
You are doing well,
But-
bro. Let me reward you.
Interesting fact, you know,
Yes.
when I wore this, I met some Polish guys. They were asking me, which animals did you kill? In response, and
Well,
then
to be honest, I only got to experience January disease when I was in Africa.
then fun
When I
fact, since we are in Poland, right? Did you
Yeah.
know that in Poland they celebrate the 24th? Someone told me that more than the 25th.
Yeah.
When
24th,
January comes, it's a Jenny with no worry. We call it Jen no worry, right?
Yeah.
Some are calling it January. You know, they are worried in their journey. But we call it Jen no worry because we saved our money. To our viewers watching at home, if you have a fire extinguisher, you know what to do. Grab that fire extinguisher because it's about to get heated.
Yeah, it's about to get down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Candid Conversations on Candid People Network.
Nkosana, do you have a one word that describes you?
Let me think. Just that I'm an interesting person. So just to come up with one. Okay, I'll say bold.
Bold, are you
Yes,
sure?
bold. Yeah.
Okay, he's saying he's bold.
Yeah.
Well, in the studio, we've got a bold man. Nkosana, the
Yeah.
offspring of Masugu.
Yeah.
Yes. Ebenezer is also there. Mr. Ebenezer,
Sir.
is there a word that describes you? Well, he wants to work behind the scenes, right? Is there a word that describes you?
I would honestly say I'm one of the meek.
The meek.
He is meek. Nice. Mr. Gusmao. We've got Goose in the studio.
Goose, the
Yes.
billionaire with
Is
the
there
capital
a
letter
word
B.
that describes you, my friend?
Billionaire.
Billionaire.
Yes.
Okay. Without wasting much of our time, allow me to acknowledge our distinguished guest. They say so, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the bold, the meek, and the billionaire in the studio. Okay,
Yes.
I'll make it fun, Nkosana.
Yes.
We've got the bold and the meek.
In the studio.
Don't disturb me. I've got this.
Okay,
Calm
okay,
down.
okay.
Calm down. We've got the bold and the meek in the studio. The bold and the meek
In the studio.
And the billionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Candid Conversation
Yeah.
podcast. You know, I feel excited today. I'm happy. We are doing it again. We started it and we are doing it again.
Yeah.
You know, when you start something, you have to finish it. You know, Kosana, speaking about your week, how was your week, man?
Yo, yeah. What your week?
What a week.
What a
you
week.
can say, wow, what
Wow.
a week.
What your week? My week was hilarious. Was busy. Shipko. It was crazy. It was wild, bro. It was crazy.
Maybe before you tell me about your crazy week, you know, mine was something, you know, it deserves a speech. I brought a surprise speech. Let's just hope it's here, you know. I almost got sick. But I could feel, you know, the immune system doing its thing, you know. The year is about to end, right? So I wrote a speech, you know. I've realized that when a year is about to end, people, you know, they get to acknowledge people who helped them throughout the year. I wrote a speech to acknowledge the people that matter the most, right?
Yeah.
This is my speech.
Okay.
And have you realized that when people even go for awards, they you know, write fake speeches. I would like to thank this one. Yet those people did not matter, right? Yes. For me, I have my own speech that I've prepared. Okay, the speech of the year. The year is ending, our viewers, our beloved viewers. Christmas is around the corner, festive season, New Year is coming, and this could be our last episode of the year.
You never know.
Yes,
You
yes.
never know.
So I deserve to say my speech. I told you I'm going to surprise you with one. Okay, first of all protocols observed. First of all, I would like to thank my heart. This year, I forgot about bathing. This year, I forgot to eat. This year, there were times where I was depressed, stressed, but it never skipped beating. I will thank my heart in a special way for it. If it wasn't for my heart, if it stopped pumping, I wouldn't be here, viewers.
Of course.
Second of all, I would like to thank my immune system. In particular, my white cells, right?
Yes, the blood
yes, the blood cells. They help me fight a lot of diseases. I never slept in a hospital. This year, I wasn't sick. Like, I have to acknowledge my blood cells. They fought a good fight indeed.
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, I would like to thank my mouth, for saying the right words. They always say, it's not Colgate or the dentist that helps you preserve your teeth.
Yeah.
Also your words, Sometimes if you say bad words in certain places, they can punch you and you can lose your teeth, right? Yes. And then I will also allow me also to acknowledge my ears, my brother.
Yeah.
My ears, if it wasn't for my ears, I wouldn't have made it. They failed to listen to negativity. When people were whispering negativity, telling me I can't, I defied the odds because I chose what was positive. So shout out to my ears. Lastly, I have to mention this one because you are also included amongst this one.
Okay.
Gusmao as well, Mr. Ebenezer, and the viewers watching at home. I would like to thank my friends, family, and everyone. Hear me well when I say this. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have proven or seen how my immune system works, for you provided a lot of tests to me. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be thanking my immune system. Thank you very much.
Speaking of your speech, I also prepared one right now.
Impromptu one. Oh, you accept the challenge.
Yeah, but it's a very short one and an appealing one. Mm-hmm. Well, I want to apologize to everyone I wronged this year. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I am very sorry. And given opportunity, I will do it again because you provoked me.
I didn't see that coming. Usually when I see you lowering your voice, I know something. I was beginning to wonder, like maybe, what's happening? You are still the same. Okay, yeah, speaking about your week, you were saying, what happened?
It was hilarious, bro.
It was a crazy week also for me.
Yeah, speaking about, the podcast, bro. Did you see 10K views?
I'm still shell-shocked. I'll be frank, and I'm shocked, because when we are starting a podcast, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
But the way things unfolded, I was also shocked. Somebody calls me in the middle of the night. It's like, did you see that you are now sitting at 1K? I'm like, how? I went to check. I'm like, at least people are acknowledging. But I was still waiting for feedback because it's not all about the views. You need to hear them saying what they got, because we are not only about, what we stand for. We want to have a certain feedback,
True.
And people were, calling, they were commenting.
Yeah, they were calling, they were commenting. If you go and check our first episode, our people turned up for us. They commented, bro. They liked, they subscribed. I was about to launch a road to 100 subscribers.
That's what we were working for.
Yes, and I wanted to give away 100 zloty to the person who will be the 100 subscriber. To my surprise, I woke up this morning and I'm seeing 118 subscribers. And I'm like, oh, our people came for us.
I also, I can say I've got mixed feelings.
Yeah.
I felt a bit disappointed because how am I supposed to tell my children that I never had a road to 100 subscribers?
Yeah, but shout out to our friends. I'll just mention a few. There's this guy from work. His name is Igor.
Yeah?
Shout out to the guy, bro. Shout out to Igor, bro. I told him, bro, we have opened a channel, a network. Please go check our videos, like and subscribe. And he was like, I've subscribed. And I also subscribed using my mom's phone, bro.
Really?
And he was asking me, how much is the subscription?
So he was willing to pay.
He was willing to pay to show that he supports us, to show that he's with us, bro.
A lot of people were supportive, you know.
Yeah.
We've got Marek, right?
Yeah, Marek, bro. Oh, shout out to Marek, bro. Every time when he comes to me and he was like, I subscribed, I liked
Each
it.
and every time he sees my videos on
Yeah.
Facebook, he's like, I saw your video. I
Shout
saw
out to
your
him, shout
you
out
know,
to him, yeah.
if it is not for the feedback, we
Yeah.
wouldn't know. And then we've got people like Bartek.
Bartek, yes.
Bartek-
Oh, bro, speaking of Bartek, you know, he's an interesting guy. The other day, he finds me standing in the corner, bro. I was stressed. And I'm sure you know what was stressing me, bro.
Yes, man.
And he's like, everything will be okay, bro. And this day, I find him in the same corner, bro, holding his cheek, and I'm like, everything is gonna be okay, bro.
And then there are
Yeah.
people like
Sebastian, yeah. Oh, Sebastian, bro.
Andrew,
Adrian. Yeah, and there are some guys like Kevin, Canairo, bro.
Canairo.
Canairo was like, you know, I didn't even tell him to
And Peter,
subscribe.
yeah?
Yeah, and Peter as well. And also there's Kevin. I usually call him Pogba because, you know, he looks like Pogba.
Uh-huh.
And they told me, bro, without even me asking them to subscribe or like or share, they were like, we've subscribed and we can't wait for more, bro.
And then there was Mzansi Gumede.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was the first to comment.
The first to comment,
Like,
bro.
I was waiting for the comment. She's like, guys, you are doing an incredible job.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the second episode. Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I never thought there would be a second episode.
Me too.
Because it's the first episode that determines is whether
course.
you are going to
Of
go,
course, of
you know, further. We can name them. We can't name all the people that came for us. But
Yeah.
thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, sharing the
Sharing the
video.
videos.
If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be standing here.
Yeah, but also on a different note, bro. You know, I was speaking to my friend. I won't mention the name, but you know, I asked him to subscribe.
We are candid people. We are candid people. Candid conversations.
I won't give out the name. I
Give
won't.
us the name.
I won't.
Yes,
You know, I
why-
was speaking to my friend, and I'm like, bro, I've opened the channel. Please subscribe, follow my videos, you know, and share. And he was like, okay, I'm doing this. He subscribed right in front of me. Subscribed, and you know, he liked and he commented. And to my surprise, this other day, I'm like, bro, did you see? We are on 6K views. And he was like, seriously? And I'm like, yes, let's check it out. And he takes out his phone. Bro, when he wrote and he was typing and he said Candid People Network, when he was searching
On
there,
YouTube.
bro, I could see the subscribe button, bro. The guy went and unsubscribed.
What?
Seriously, bro. And I was like, you know, I couldn't say it to him. And I was like, oh,
You gave him another chance.
yeah.
Yeah, I think some people are like that by nature.
Yeah.
I think people have misconceptions. They think that maybe when they subscribe, you get more money, you'll be successful.
Yeah.
There are these people who will always be Judas, you know. They tell you they like what you represent, but yet, you know, when they are in other spaces, they speak bad
True,
things.
true.
But with all things being said and done, I was happy with the comments. And then
Me
there
too, I
are
was
a
happy.
lot of people who were calling me. They did not subscribe, but they were giving comments, you know. There's someone who said, we launched a, what was it? A advert, right?
Yeah.
Telling
Trailer,
people that
trailer.
a trailer, yeah, we call it a trailer, that we are bringing Candid Conversation podcast. And then he's like, make sure there is Polish subtitles. We need to hear what you are saying, guys. I think his English is not good, so he wanted to read. And then, to my surprise, he comes to me, he's like, I was reading every subtitle. The one who is editing for you should improve Polish, but he was understanding, right? This is what we are currently having, you know. We don't have the best subtitles, but with time we will
we will
improve.
improve.
But guess what? He said, unless and until you find the right person, you know, to do it for you, put those. We will read those. He managed to watch the whole video. You
Yeah.
know, and some people like Ashley Mzala, he's saying he watched it many times. You know,
Yeah,
we
shout
can.
out to
If we have
Mzala,
not
shout out to
mentioned you,
Mzala.
it doesn't mean that you are not important, right?
Yeah.
We can. This episode we can all read all the names, you know, and we will end up not touching the important part of the episode. But we are grateful. Thank you for
Thank you very
standing with
much.
us.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, speaking of my week, bro, it was a very busy week. It's Christmas week. Yeah. It's almost Christmas, and
Festive
I was busy,
season.
buying gifts for my family, for my friends. It was very, very busy. Maybe you can share with us, how do you plan to spend your Christmas?
To be honest, I'm still thinking about it, right? I
Yeah.
have the option to travel back home to spend it with my family.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm still considering quite a number of options. Some of them I cannot disclose to you, obviously. What about you?
I have nothing planned yet, but I got a call from my friend. This other friend of mine says to me, bro, I had planned to spend my Christmas with my girlfriend. He called me, he was like concerned. He was saying, my girlfriend's friend wants to come and have Christmas with us, bro. But I had planned to have, some time with my girlfriend. And I'm like, bro, this girl wants to be what? A kegli, a spare wheel.
There are these cars
Yeah.
which have a spare wheel,
Spare wheel
at the
at the
back,
back.
I think sometimes, especially when it comes to newly couples, who are building, maybe they wish to get married.
Yeah.
Give them time, You don't want to be the third person, Give them the quality time. Christmas is about sharing, right?
Yeah.
But there are some moments that you can share, right? We can share the food, but
Yeah. So I was just canceling him, and I told him, you know what? Because this is a new relationship, but he was just concerned that why can't the friend, find somewhere to go? And I was like, no, you just need to maybe compromise a little bit and maybe heavy. I don't know how he, concluded the whole issue, but maybe just an advice to our viewers. Don't intrude, There are some, you cannot go and spend time with people who are newlyweds. That's their honeymoon. Just leave them.
the first Christmas.
Yeah, the
Makes
first
sense.
Christmas, they wanted to create their memories together. They wanted to have their time.
But Osana, Christmas is about sharing as well, right?
Yeah.
You cook the meal, invite people. We are saying, beautiful people, Candid People Network, share what you have with those who do not have.
True.
Right? Christmas is about sharing. Then fun fact, since we are in Poland, right? Did you
Yeah.
know that in Poland they celebrate the 24th? Someone told me that more than the 25th. 24th, that's when they go to church. That's when they eat their traditional meals.
Yeah.
There is something like a mass, like even in the streets, shops are closed, all this and that. They really, really value Christmas. Unlike in Africa. In Africa, yes, we value Christmas, right? But usually the 25th, the 24th, the week towards Christmas and after, that's when shops make more money.
Yeah,
we don't
it's
close our
business as
shops,
usual.
we business as usual. But when I came to Poland, it was something that left me also shell shocked. Like actually, I had planned to buy groceries on the 24th. Right, so little did I know that shops would be closed. I won't tell you what I ended up doing. I ended up. Let me not say.
I understand. Yeah, to be honest, in Poland, I noticed that they care so much about, Christmas Eve.
The
and
culture around
yes,
that.
around that, coming together, dinners, they invite extended families, then they prepare lots of dishes, bro. There will be a lot of food. For us who come from Africa, we more like celebrate the 25th. That's when we eat food that we normally don't eat. You understand? You have to eat that expensive meal on Christmas Day.
The meal we do not afford.
Yeah.
Some they call it 7 colors, whereby
Seven.
the plate will be
Yeah.
having everything, salad, beetroot, that's when the plate becomes more colorful on Christmas.
Yeah,
And then people forget they eat their rent money. Okay, still about the January disease, right?
Yeah.
Those who are wise, they budget, wise. We've got people who are called spendthrifts. When they get money, they part with it. They say a fool and his money, they get parted, right? Once you get money, those who are not spendthrifts, those ones who are budgeting.
Yeah.
When January comes, it's a journey with no worry. We call it Jan no worry, right?
Yeah.
Some are calling it January. They are worried in their journey, but we call it Jan no worry because we saved our money. We worked a budget out of it.
Yeah.
That's being responsible.
Well, to be honest, I only got to experience January disease when I was in Africa. When I was in Poland, I think I haven't experienced it because I always make sure that my Santander is loaded with pieniądze there. Because, in Poland, you have no friend. Your Santander is your only friend, So you have to make sure that you keep the Santander.
Another crazy fun fact about Christmas, we are just giving comparison. Africa, Europe, right? In Africa, do you know that they buy expensive clothes, bro?
Yeah.
So that, on Christmas, I wear the new suit. I'm not saying my suit is new, but, it looks, good. Also, today you're looking good,
Every day,
I can see you also had a haircut. Is it because the year is about to end?
No, like I noticed that we now have many flies. So if I do my haircut, if it sits here, it will get cut.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Like, still on clothes. They buy expensive clothes.
Yeah.
On Christmas, that's when everything is new. People celebrate and they love Christmas, right?
Speaking of clothes, we also brought clothes, bro.
Yeah, Mr. Ebenezer, we brought our clothes.
Bring our clothes, bro.
These are our Christmas clothes, right?
Yeah. This one is yours.
This one is mine.
Yeah. Come. Where are you going?
Come help him.
Come, sir. Please help me tie this one, bro.
This is our African regalia, proudly African.
Yeah, tie it, please tie it. Yes, and make sure I look good, yeah?
Now you're looking like a king,
Please tie it.
But interesting fact, when I wore this, I met some Polish guys. They were asking me, which animals did you kill? And then I'm always having answers.
Yeah.
Without answering, I first looked, and then I saw that the person is wearing
a crocodile
a shoe with a crocodile skin.
Yes.
And then the wife, the bag made of a crocodile skin,
And you were like,
I didn't answer. I just looked at the bag and the shoe. I'm like, we are the same, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe let's introduce these two.
Let me fix it. When it's like this, it's not proper.
Fix it.
You need to take it to the salon. It's the fray, right? Yeah. But
you're doing well, bro. Let me reward you.
Yes. That's how we do it, right? When somebody does something good, Also, thank you for rewarding me. Let me reward you as well. You can also bless the viewers.
This is for our viewers.
Yes, so people they dress, some they dress just as we are, right?
Yeah.
Like
they buy expensive clothes for Christmas.
And
so
culture,
on.
the cultural aspect,
Yes.
those who are proud of where they come from, that's when they,
True.
wear what we are wearing. Yeah, we are Africans, and at Candid Conversation, we always emphasize this point: from the streets of Africa to the streets of Europe, to the silent deserts of America, and to the bustling hubs of Asia, we are bringing you Candid Conversations wearing African regalia.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just want to appeal, to our Candid people. During this festive season, a lot of things would be happening. Don't drink and drive. Stay safe. We need you in 2026. And again, I was speaking to Pure Trek, and he was advising me, don't take drugs. No, this is not a time to abuse drugs, narcotics, cocaine, and so on and so on. This is a time to be with your family, to be with your friends. It's more like a family time.
We want you sober, yes.
Yeah, we want you sober for Christmas.
If you are drunk, it looks like you are pretending. You don't want to be with us, right?
True.
We need soberness.
Yes. And also, I want to appeal to those of us, who, when this time arrives, it's a time to set our goals for the coming year. It's a time to set, the standards, to raise the bars. and make sure that when 2026 arrives, we are ready. There are these people who usually set the goals. They're like, it's a new year, new people. They always post on their statuses.
I've seen the
WhatsApp.
trend.
They say, I'm cutting ties.
Actually, they've started.
yeah,
They've started
cutting us. New people, new life.
But what's your take on that one?
Like, I don't really acknowledge that because I don't know if they have many lives, because you find someone saying a new life, as if they are cats. Some of them have 27 lives,
But on this point, my argument is, why start when the year is about to end?
Yeah.
You can do it now. The right time is
Is
now.
now.
Procrastination is the thief of time. Who told you that you'll make it on the new year?
True.
So if you want to change something about your life, change it right now. Unless maybe you are saying in 2025 there is little room. Right?
Yeah.
In Poland, our apartments. Have you seen how our apartments, foreigners, I've visited a lot of foreigners, when you go, the apartment is so small. They will tell you I'm paying 2,000, 2.5. It's not that good, but they will tell you, I can't change my mindset in this room. I have to go outside, right, in order to change my mindset. Maybe you are saying in 2025 you don't have that space or room to change your mindset. But I'm saying don't wait for 2026. Change your mindset right now. If you want to go to the gym, this is the period whereby gyms are making money. Have you realized?
Yeah.
You just subscribe and say, you just pay, right? And say, gym membership. For the next 3 months, I'll be going to gym. Come January 15. You are not going to the gym,
Yeah.
right? So it's not about waiting for the right opportunity. Make the opportunity right, right? And then when you have made the opportunity right, it's about discipline, consistency. These two things, they build a habit and a character.
Yeah.
We are saying stop fantasizing, stop procrastinating, do it right now. If you want to go to gyms
now.
they are
Yeah.
24/7, right? Go to
now.
the gym, right?
True.
And then about cutting people. It's okay to cut people outside your life. Nkosana, some people have got ends.
Yeah.
I can see that look. They've
sure.
got ends.
What did they catch them?
When I'm saying ends, I don't mean the ends that you know.
Okay.
I've abbreviated the word ends into certain words. A standing for automatic, N standing for negative, thinking syndrome.
Ends.
Some people have ends, automatic negative thinking syndrome.
Bro, speaking of that, bro, when we were starting this podcast, some people were saying, there's no need to start it, You
are not famous.
This is for famous people. You're not going to get any views. And I'm like, we're on 10K views,
These are the people to cut.
Yeah, these are the people to cut.
I can as well give you the scissors at home.
But to my surprise, there are some guys, bro, who were like, you're on 10K. Can I take a selfie with you? Can I
also
get an
encountered
autograph?
that.
There are some people, who are always positive, who always motivate us, keep going, raise the banner high, keep doing this. We are inspired. We are
I saw a
motivated.
video online. There is a mother who said to his kid, "You are pretty ugly," right? And then the kid started smiling. And then the father was like, "Why are you smiling? Your mother just called you pretty ugly," and said, "I focused on the positive." She said, I'm pretty. Right?
Yeah.
So despite having those people who are whispering doubt, always focus on the positive. Yes, you can, and yes, you can.
Yes, together, yes, we can. What's trending,
that deserves an upload. You did well.
Thank you.
Yes. A lot is trending, but
What's trending?
we are for what matters the most and what is important.
Yeah. Bro, I was reading this week and I discovered an interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
In Finland, there is a man who hijacked a car. I think this guy was very much, an expert in this. Because when the police found the car, there was no fingerprints. There were no trace.
No DNA.
Not DNA, nothing. But to my surprise, they found a mosquito in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And after finding the mosquito, they arrested the mosquito.
So they didn't find the thief, but they went for the mosquito.
They found a mosquito.
They're like, we've got evidence.
Yeah.
maybe they had a repellent. Freeze.
Yeah. You're under arrest.
Put your wings in the air. You're under arrest.
Yes.
They're taking you to the forensic lab.
Whatever you say or do will be used against you in the forensic lab.
And then the mosquito was and then it got silent. Yeah? What happened?
So when they caught this mosquito, they took it to their scientific labs. And upon, trying to, taste it, there was blood in the stomach. They got the blood.
I knew where it was going, yeah?
Yes. They got the blood, and after getting the blood, they put it in their labs, they tested it, and they found human DNA, bro, which led to what? To them finding the profile of the human being. But now, to my surprise, this guy, when they asked him if he was in the car, his argument was like, probably I was bitten by the mosquito when I was, outside the car, and he then got into the car. So, like, he was arguing that he's not the one who hijacked the car. But he was saying there is a chance that the same mosquito that bite him is the same mosquito that they found in the car. Or perhaps, he was also a passenger in the car.
Yeah, he can argue. He can argue,
Yeah.
But the bottom line is he was caught, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So shout out to the mosquito. It did for the first time where I've seen but my question is, this mosquito, where was this mosquito? Which is the country?
It's in Finland, bro.
So
It's in Finland.
it was a Finnish mosquito.
Yes.
And when they caught it and they took it to the forensic lab, it got finished. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. It makes sense. But scientifically, they say it's possible for them to get that DNA as long as this mosquito
Yes.
did not exceed 24 hours.
Yes, 24 to
So,
48 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah, speaking of mosquitoes, bro, you need to respect mosquitoes. When a mosquito lands on your skin, it's easier to smash it. But sometimes, once it lands somewhere, bro, you cannot smash it. Because once you smash it, you are smashed.
I do not know. I like culture and I observe a lot. And everything that when I go to a country, I'm observant. Have you realized, since we are still speaking about mosquito, have you realized that our African mosquitoes are like MTN everywhere you go,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But with Polish mosquitoes or European mosquitoes, you don't see it more often, right? During winter, like you can see mosquito.
You can see them.
And then summer, that's when you start to see mosquitoes. Have you seen the size?
No. I've never seen a mosquito, to be honest.
When you go to the forest, right?
Yeah.
That's when you see African mosquitoes are small.
Yeah.
But these ones in Europe, they are
How are they,
very,
bro?
very,
How are they?
they are very, very big, right? It's like during the winter they go to gym, right? And take some steroids. It's a large mosquito, right?
Yeah.
When it bites you, you can as well consider it as a blood donation, right? And
Yeah.
even the skin, right? It starts swelling a bit, right? That's why I have seen shops selling repellents, right?
Yeah.
So it's another interesting fun fact I've realized, right? Our African mosquitoes are small, but here in Europe, the mosquito is too big.
It's too big. And speaking of culture, there is a tribe in Tanzania. They are called the Luo people. They eat mosquitoes. So instead of mosquitoes biting them, they bite the mosquitoes.
And they make a snake out of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
they actually gather them and they create what is called patties. They are usually crunchy. They are high in protein and they are very good. They are tasty, according to my sources.
So you are saying it's a healthy mosquito?
It's a healthy mosquito.
But those ones, I assume they do not bite people.
Yeah,
they
don't
harvest
feed on
them.
blood.
I think when I saw the article, like they harvest them near Lake Victoria.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's a lot of mosquitoes, right?
Yeah.
And they made good use of it, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like every culture is a strange meal.
Yeah.
To be honest, without being offensive or speaking bad, I wouldn't eat a mosquito, right? But them, they see it fit. So every country, nation, continent, it has a meal that is a bit strange.
And speaking of mosquitoes, did you know, fun fact, it's only a female mosquito that bite. Males ones don't.
How did we get there? which mosquitoes were biting you this year? How did we get there, Nkosana? You know, we are just speaking about which part? Tanzania, right?
Yeah, Tanzania.
Is it Tanzania,
Tanzania.
and which country where they eat these patties? I'm interested.
It's the lower people in Tanzania. You know, they gather these mosquitoes, they create patties. You know, they are crunchy, high in protein. You know, they cook them and they eat them. But it's not only them, you know, because they are also, like in my country, I'm from Zimbabwe, and we have people who eat rats.
Yes,
Mr. Ebenezer, you should know this.
as
There are
a
people who
meal.
eat rats as a meal. You know, rats. You know, and not only that, they
will also tell you that the rat is healthy. It's not those ones we find in the drain,
Yeah.
but those ones we find in the forest.
True,
They will tell you that it tastes good. They call it imbeba, something like that,
Something
right?
like that.
Yes, you can research about that. So
And also they eat mopane worms, cow heads.
they call it
you know.
macimbi.
Yeah.
I think we will put it in the screen so that viewers can see it. And there are some cultures also where they eat grasshoppers, right?
Yeah.
So in Africa, you don't expect KFC, you expect Kentucky, KFG, Kentucky
Fried grasshopper.
grasshopper, right? Yeah.
Speaking of grasshoppers,
Rwanda, Uganda.
Yes, I heard some Rwandan people eat that, and I have a friend from Rwanda. I want to call him. Just a second.
You want
I'm
to
trying
call
find
him?
I want to call
Okay.
him.
Yeah. Every culture has food that makes outsiders or foreigners like pause and say, "Ah, why do you eat this? Why?" Right? So it's
Just a second.
it's ringing.
Hello,
My boy, what's good, man?
my boy, what's up?
Yeah, good, bro.
You're live on the podcast. Ngobani is here. Goose the Goose is here. The billionaire. Ebenezer is here. What's up, bro? Everything good there?
Yeah, everything is good, man.
Long time, bro. Long time. How have you been, bro?
Bro, it's crazy, man.
Did you subscribe, bro? Did you subscribe?
Yeah, I got subscribed, man. I saw your channel, bro.
Yeah, it's going crazy, bro. It's going crazy. And you're live. This is our second episode, bro. We just have a question that we want to ask you, bro.
Okay,
Bro,
okay,
is
man.
it
No
true
problem.
that in Rwanda there are people who eat grasshoppers?
Yeah, man.
Seriously?
How does it
Yeah,
taste?
bro, in Rwanda, you eat grasshoppers, bro. You fry it. I think you fry it in oil and put some spices. It's
Okay,
delicious
okay.
food, man.
So you fry it and you put some spices there, some curry.
Yeah, bro. It's a very delicious food. But
It's delicious.
People who don't come from Rwanda, they just confused. They see why people eating insects, something like that, bro.
Yeah. To be honest, you know, for us who do not come from Rwanda, it might seem strange. But to you guys, you know, who are from Rwanda, they, you know, it's normal. So it's culture. You know, culture to me, something might be strange, but to you, you know, it's your lifestyle, it's your culture. But I appreciate, bro. Is Madam there, bro?
Yeah, bro, it's like culture, bro. It's just normal for us to eat.
Yeah, I understand.
What about Poland? Ask him.
Yeah,
about-
I'm asking if Madam is there. Is Madam there, bro? I don't want to mention the name.
Yeah,
Is she there, bro?
Yeah, she's it.
Can I talk to her, bro?
Okay, talk.
Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Jak tam?
A bardzo dobrze.
You can ask me and say, Atie?
A ty?
Elegancko.
That's Polish for
That's
you.
Polish, yeah. So I want to ask, I almost mentioned your name, sorry. I want to ask, please tell me about some interesting Polish food, you know, that is strange to foreigners that you have.
Okay, I have one dish
Yeah.
which is really weird. I don't even eat it by myself because it's too weird for me. even.
It's weird for you. What's the
Yeah,
name of the
so-
dish?
So it's called zimne nogi. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
No, gymnomnogi.
Zimne nogi, which actually means in English cold feet.
Cold feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us the ingredients and how you make gymnonogi.
Okay, so it's like it's a pork feet.
Pork feet, yes.
You have some vegetables like carrot, onion. You have garlic, pepper, and you have gelatin, which is like natural from the bones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and like you put it. I don't know like exactly how you do it, but I know you put it for like long time in the fridge or freezer. I'm not sure. I think fridge.
Yeah.
And then it become cold, and we eat it cold with like vinegar sauce and stuff like that.
I understand. To us as foreigners, it's a little bit strange, but I understand probably to some Polish people, they enjoy this meal.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
especially
Thank you so
okra.
much. Yeah. Is it the only dish you have, or you have another one?
We have many, but I really don't know the ingredients.
On this one, I understand. Thank you so much. I almost mentioned your name. I won't. Thank you so much for answering my call.
No problem.
Trixie,
Yo,
say, are you there?
yeah, I'm still there, man.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. I'll catch you
Yeah.
up later, right?
Yeah, thank you, man.
Okay, cheers. Have a good time.
Bye.
Cheers.
Oh, fun factor. Yeah, it's interesting. It's
It's an
interesting,
interesting
right?
one. Cold feet, they. But I noticed something about Poland. Most of their dishes were from survival. You remember there were times when there were war in Poland.
The soup.
Yes, so
That's
the
what
Polish soup, the potato soup, and so on and so on. So they were for survival. You
So,
understand?
for every food that every country eats,
Yes.
that is culturally, there is a story behind
There's a story
that.
behind that.
Okay, so those guys in Rwanda, mosquitoes were is it, we say Tanzania, right?
Tanzania, yeah.
Mosquitoes were biting them. They were like, let's bite the mosquitoes. Okay, I
Probably.
see.
And
Yeah.
speaking of mosquitoes, they taste like fish.
That's what they are saying.
That's what they're saying, yes. Allegedly.
And then there is cow heads and hooves.
Yeah.
There are some people who eat the whole cow. They eat even the face. In South Africa,
Yeah.
they call it what? Inhlogo.
Yeah.
They
Cowhead.
eat. Yeah.
I've actually tasted that one. It's very tasty, bro. And especially the juice, after cooking it, I don't know, they boiled it or they fried. If you drink that one, and I heard also it's good for the man,
And then in Ghana, they eat chicken feet, right?
Yeah.
Ghana, Nigeria, and some parts in Africa, chicken feet. I wonder, do they cut the nails? Like,
You never know.
How
You
do
never know.
you pick the feet and it's the cultural.
You never
and
know.
some they eat white ants, termites. I think in DRC and in Malawi, and then in some parts China, I've heard they eat is alpha true. Is it dogs and
I'm not sure. Snakes.
Snakes.
It's true. They eat snakes for sure, yes.
In Ethiopia, they eat raw meat.
Yeah, I think we need a lot of Chinese in Africa because we have a lot of snakes. They can help us finish them.
I think maybe to make it fun in some of our episodes, we are promising you viewers, we will bring the right people so that you see them, they explain their culture in the right way. We just hope we didn't offend anyone. We are not criticizing. We are just mentioning what people eat. They eat
as
different.
well. I think we can take this podcast to the kitchen. We cook these dishes.
That will, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. I think we need to do that. Goose, I hope you are listening, bro. Take note of it. We will do it. Bro, tell us what's trending, bro. What's trending?
Politically, if I'm to say, I heard that Poland has been given a seat.
Wow.
In the G20 summit.
Yes.
So apparently Donald Trump has a issue with South Africa. I do not know why the guy has an issue with South Africa. He didn't attend the G20 summit that was held in South Africa. It was last month, right?
Last month, yes.
Yes, he's been saying some things bad about South Africa. Allegedly, he believes those allegations, but people in South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa is saying no,
that's not true. Yeah.
It did not happen. I do not know what problem Donald Trump has with South Africa, because he's saying he's not giving them a seat in the coming
G20 summit.
G20
yes,
summit.
True. I saw that one.
Maybe let's talk about the reasons. Why do you think he didn't attend the G20 summit in South Africa?
Besides the allegations that you said, I think Donald Trump might have watched one video when South Africans stole the president's tablet, bro. Imagine, bro.
I saw the video
Yeah.
where I think Goose, you can put it to our viewers, whereby the president is about to address South Africa. It's his keynote speech, right?
Yeah.
It's very, very important. And then
he's
the
like,
president goes like,
"Where is my tablet?
"Where is my tablet? Who stole my tablet?"
So they stole it. I had my iPad. I had it in my hand. It's gone.
Right? Maybe Donald Trump.
Maybe so that he's scared. Donald Trump is a very secretive guy, and he's a very.
We don't want to know what is in his tablet,
So
right?
probably
Yes.
you think they might steal his tablet. That's why he won't attend. But shout out to Donald Trump for inviting Poland. I think we were in the right country, bro.
Now we are in the right
we're
country.
in the right
yes.
country because Poland has been invited to the
The
G20.
economy is growing.
Yeah, but as well, we don't wish that he snaps South Africa. We wish
South
that
Africa
they
has been snapped, bro.
No, I think they are still in talks. South Africa will be invited. Don't worry, they will go
But
there.
can I ask, just
They
be
will go
honest,
there.
have you ever been snapped in your life, like disappointed,
Oh, many times.
belittled, humiliated? Because this sounds like humiliation,
Yeah, it's
especially
humiliation, to be honest.
to South Africans.
Yeah, to us South Africans, it's humiliation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been snubbed several times, bro. Hey, there's this girl. Hey,
What happened? Tell me the story.
this girl, bro, she was, top notch, top class. One of the most beautiful girls that I came across. You know,
The epitome of beauty.
She was the definition of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
In
In your own world, yes.
in my world, yes. So I really admired this girl, and it was very wrong that she was not on my inbox, because I have some beautiful girls in my inbox here. So I wanted her to be here. So I tried to talk to her, send a message, she didn't respond. Second one, didn't respond. Follow-up message, she didn't respond. I got snapped, bro. But when I got to Poland, I will tell you something. She texted back and she was like, congratulations. And I was like, I'll snap you back. I haven't responded to the message. It's been 3 years now. I've been snapped several times. What about you, bro? You can tell us if you've been snapped before.
Before I get into that, still into your story, I've heard a lot of guys saying ladies play hard to get.
Yeah.
I think this takes me to this point. Like whereby you are texting, whereby you are messaging, buying flowers, you are going the extra mile, but the girl seems to be ignoring you, and you are thinking that maybe she's playing hard to get. I didn't you feel like that?
I thought so.
Yes, but I'm of this view. I don't think ladies play hard to get. If you are a man listening at home, ladies do not play hard to get. You are the one who is playing hard to get what she is saying. By not responding, she is communicating. By not giving you the love that you are giving to her. We say love is reciprocal, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So
It's a two-way.
they don't play hard to get. You play hard to get
The message.
in understanding the message. Girls always have phones. You send a message, she doesn't answer, she's snapping you.
Yeah.
Take that energy that you have and, refocus. Send it some way. That way you can win.
Yeah.
You know.
But this one there's another one, bro. When I first got to Poland and I was applying for jobs, bro, I got snapped, bro. I was like, I think I applied to over 200 companies. And I was getting the same message. We regret to inform you that we've moved on with other candidates.
That message.
That message, bro, stresses you,
You
bro.
know, you go to the first stage,
Yeah.
second stage,
Of
third
the interview,
stage.
yes.
You start telling people I'm employed.
I'm employed.
And they send you emails, send us your documents. There
you
was a
think-
company where I
yeah.
sent documents. I'm like, I've got this job. And the salary was very, very good. I was even budgeting now. This
Yeah.
is what I'm going to do, And then I got that email. It left me paralyzed.
You know what I did this other time? There's this company, I won't mention it, bro. They promised me the job. They said, we are going on with you, bro. And when I got this message, I responded to the HR. I said, I also regret being part of your recruitment process.
Why?
Because, this message frustrated me. They promised me that, you are the best candidate. And imagine, after receiving almost 160 rejections.
You wasted time instead of taking the energy that you had in that email you were supposed to apply to other companies. So this is where my point is. When somebody snaps you, right,
Yeah.
rather than feeling depressed, stressed, offended, move on.
Move on.
Right?
True.
Speaking about getting snapped, there is this guy called Jesse Owens. Have you ever read about Jesse Owens?
Yeah,
If
I've
you are-
heard of him
I
before.
follow Olympics very much. This guy defied the odds in the 1936 Olympics. They were in Germany.
Yeah.
You know what's coming. Yeah, so Jesse Owens was just like us.
Yeah.
Black history carries a lot of things, right? Our parents, they carry trauma. what was happening back then, especially in the 80s, 1930s, whereby people were sent to slaves, there was slave trade, all this and that. Jesse Owens was representing America in the Olympics. And then this is what happened when he got to the Olympics in Germany. Hitler was there. He was representing them in the 100 meters. He was the fastest runner, Jesse Owens, right? Yeah. When he was there, he won the gold medal. So the person who was supposed to do this, come here, award the medal, just as I'm doing, was Adolf Hitler. But Adolf Hitler, he was, Adolf Hitler, right? He refused. He snapped the guy. He was also supposed to offer a handshake to the guy. Congratulations, you've won a gold medal. He refused. He walked out. So they asked Jesse Owens, didn't you feel offended when Adolf Hitler snapped you of a handshake? I like his response. He says, I didn't go to Germany to shake Adolf Hitler's hand.
Yeah.
I went to Germany to win gold medals. After that incident, I went on to participate in another race and I was winning. All in all, he was the first person to win 4 gold medals. Imagine if he started saying, hey, Adolf Hitler did not treat me right. I'm no longer competing. He wouldn't have gotten the medals. So the point I'm trying to bring, when you get snapped, what is the goal? When you are applying for a job, the goal is to find another job. Move on quickly because you don't have time.
Yeah, but you're saying this, but I understand you. But on a different note, have you ever been snapped by a family member, bro? You tell them your ambitions, your dreams, and they're like, you're never gonna make it. There are many ways people snap us in the families, bro. And if you remember, there's one video that you posted on social media, and the person was like, lucky you, we as a family, I cannot sit in the same room with my family because I'm dead. They're gonna kill me. We get snapped every single day.
About family,
yeah,
you do not choose who becomes the test of your character.
For sure.
It's unfortunate, right? They can betray you. But what I'm trying to say is, when you fall, focus on rising up.
On getting up.
Getting up, right? Don't remain on the ground. That's when people start laughing. That's where my point is. So I'm saying maybe in the year 2025, you had some goals which you did not achieve due to getting snapped. You wanted to graduate, somehow the university snapped you. They are always giving stories, right? We don't see this subject, you have to write it again, you have to do this. I am saying, despite what you are facing, move on. Hold on. The goal is not what happened, but the goal is the prize. I am saying run to finish the race like Jesse Owens. Despite the odds that you are facing, the circumstances that you are going through, you have to keep on going because that's what life is about.
Yeah. So what you are saying is the goal is to run, win, and finish the race.
Exactly.
I get your point. But yeah, I think we've come to the end of our episode for today. Do you have anything to add before we conclude?
Apart from saying to our viewers, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. We are bringing a lot. The year is coming. 2025 is about to end. We are wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. As we said, take care. Do not drink and drive. Do not celebrate this Christmas soberly, right? Unite with family. Build those goals. Whatsoever we are going through, when life is snapping you, slapping you left, right, and center, just know that you will win at the end if you continue, pressing towards the mark. The goal in 2026 is to win. And finish the race, just as we are finishing the race in 2025. When I'm looking at 2025, I'm saying I have run a good race, right? And I fought a good fight, right? So whatsoever you are doing, keep on pressing towards the mark. That is the goal. The gold medal, not the handshakes. Don't focus on what they are saying about you. People will always talk. People will always find something. Do not have ends, whispering in you. Automatic negative thinking syndrome. Just know you can. If no one believes in you, believe in yourself. It's
Yeah.
not wrong, right?
It's not wrong.
Yes, if no one, that's what happens. That's life.
Yeah. Thank you so much, viewers, and see you on our another exciting episode. Shout out.
And pictures, right?